Hi, today I want to show you how I prepare for the Enderdragon fight and then the end city looting on a Minecraft SMP. But this time the Enderdragon fight will be a little more challenging because we want to go in without armor and without weapons, so we should only, punch the Enderdragon and and destroy the crystals with hand with just stacking up with blocks. So this is gonna be fun. But anyways, I have made a list of the things that I usually take into the end and also those extra things, which is on screen right now. Something that is not on the list is slow falling potions. I might make those eventually, but not yet. Alright, let's begin the process of gathering all the materials. Well, before we start gathering all of them, I want to show you where I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put them in the ender chest and also in this minecart with the chest here, because this right here is just, my personal storage over here. I got my valuable chest, I got my heads down here and some other things. First off, we're gonna need the stack of bottles. For this I used my smelter to get quite some glass, and now I'm gonna craft some more bottles. Those bottles are for the dragon's breath, because you need that for brewing. It's kind of useless, but I still want to get at least, a stack when I go in there, because otherwise you would have to respawn him extra and then get them, and that's a little bit tedious. Then the next thing I'm gonna need is not bamboo, no, it's mending and unbreaking for the elytra. And also an anvil, obviously, because whenever you get an elytra in the end cities, then you can already enchant it perfectly, so that you can fly further. You would also need some rockets, but I don't really have the resources for them yet. I'm gonna have to see. The Enderdragon fight is just a few days after the start, so like this is quite close, so we don't have that many resources to already go into the far end, but let's just see. Well, now here I'm trading some sticks. That is the main source of emeralds that I have at the moment, because my bamboo farm is so great. You can, by the way, watch the video about how I made that bamboo farm. Oh, that guy reset already, that's good. Okay. Now that I have some emeralds, I think this should be enough. Oh gosh. Alright, 2 times mending. And unfortunately our unbreaking free book is 36 emeralds. I do not know why he accepted that trade, the person that made the villagers, but I guess he cured them, so it's probably just like 2 emeralds for him. But still, he's not online, so I have to get him myself now. This right here is a bit beside the point, but I want the head of the wandering trader, and I also want the leashes, so I'm just gonna, take care of those llamas here. And yep, I got the head. Alright, I'm crafting an anvil now, so we're also obviously going to need that. And now I'm combining those 2 books. Make sure to use the way around that it costs 2 and not 3. And yeah, here perfectly you have your books, and oh yeah, my door is a little, special, but here we have those things now. I'm gonna put those diamonds down in the bottom because those aren't relevant at the moment. Next on the list would be a silk touch pickaxe, but I unfortunately don't have silk touch anywhere, so we will have to wait for that one. Though I can try unenchanting this 27 durability diamond pickaxe and see what I could get with this. And nope, there's no silk touch for 100%. So yeah, next thing would be for the Enderdragon's egg, the pistons and some buttons. You could do it with several ways. I like to do it with pistons and buttons. And yep, here we go, I've got them now, and this is also sorted. An extra ender chest, we already have that here. I'm going to really quick implement a few clips that I recorded yesterday on how I got the ender chest and such. It didn't make it in the last video, so I'm just gonna throw it in here. Have fun with that. Alright, I am currently making something for a path downwards, because we are up here in, far above the lava. We are at height 66, so we need a safe way downwards without going, somewhere far. So I'm just dropping some gravel here, and then I'm gonna put some ladders on it. But first I'm gonna light up the area here with some nice candles. I mean lanterns. They're all on these poles here so that it just looks a little nicer, and we have a little more light now, and there will maybe be less skeletons over here, because there are skeletons around here all the time. I'm also gonna add a safety trapdoor here and a sign that says down. Yeah. As you can see, we have the pillar here, and it will go down right in the middle of the lava, so you're able to collect some lava and also make paths to the other sides. The only issue is that there are ghasts that can shoot you. Alright, I have now bridged over to this part over here, and I will make a little tower out of the deep slate here, because if the gravel here gets destroyed by a ghast, then the whole thing will just be down. We don't want that. I am currently adding some extra safety measures. This is just by encasing the whole thing. It's mainly everything against ghasts, because ghasts are awful. As you can see, I just got shot by a ghast here, and it shot right through. Wow, that was funny. And yeah, that's basically it. You just place the lava in there, and then you have some obsidian that you can mine. Alright, now I just made it look a little bit better. This looks like a kind of well now as well, so it doesn't hurt if there's no lava being converted. This looks fine and normal. Alright, I now have 16, so I can make 2 ender chests. This is perfect. Alright, crafting them now. Here we have the eyes of ender, and here we have 2 ender chests. Perfect. I think I'm gonna place it here, because that's the only place in here where I still have space. For now I'm just gonna fill it with these things, because all the other things I have in here in those things are not as valuable, and I don't believe anybody will steal them. And now, because we are doing this without armor, I'm gonna have a chest, a sign and a bed for me to have in the overworld next to the end portal. Then also something real important is a water bucket, but I always have that in my inventory. But also some extra food would be really nice, because running out of food is really awful. So I'm just gonna put 2 stacks of baked potatoes in there. I know baked potatoes isn't the greatest, but this right here is, I think, day 4 of the SMP, so we don't really have anything better yet. Then we're gonna also need a stack of logs, because you always wanna have some wood when you're in the end, because you can craft chests, you can craft several things like trapdoors and such. And you can also bridge yourself along with the slabs, so I'm just gonna farm like 2 stacks of wood and put it in the ender chest. Alright, this is done now, and we can continue. Okay, putting it in there, maybe also that kind of bit, because you know, it never hurts. And also some iron, you always need some iron. Then the next thing would be feather falling boots, but we don't have feather falling either yet. I just have, you know, here mending and prot fear. I don't even have unbreaking yet there. I could put it on, but haven't yet. But yeah, feather falling is very, very important, especially for end cities. Then I also have on my list having 3 ender chests. I will get the remaining 2 real quick. Alright, you know what I'm also gonna make? I'm gonna make this a tiny bit more automatic with just placing one of these here, and let's see if this works. Yes, it works. Perfect. Alright, then I can do this every time now. Now I just need some more ender pearls and blaze rods, and which is, you know, eyes of ender. I'm gonna need 3, and then I'm gonna have 3 more ender chests. Obviously I won't put them in the ender chest, because then I can't access them. I will have them in my inventory, but still I put them in the ender chest for now. And the last thing we're gonna need is some iron pickaxes and extra food, because, you know, we're without armor and without weapons in there. We're also not allowed to punch the things with the iron pickaxe, but, you know, we have to have some way of getting up to the ender crystals. So yeah. This is mainly everything. You can also have some feather falling potions. I mean, not feather falling, slow falling potions. Yeah, and feather falling enchantment. And obviously you will also need rockets, but I don't really have the resources yet for some rockets. But yeah, it's mainly everything. If you would go in there normally, I would also recommend a bow, but we also don't have the enchantments for a bow yet. This Enderdragon fight is really early into the season. Oh yeah, and have looting. Have looting free for the shulkers, and preferably, you know, sharpness 5. Because I don't know if it affects shulkers that much, but, you know, still also for the ender pearls you can get in the end. I hope this was helpful for you. As usual, this was kind of a tutorial. Yeah, make sure to subscribe to see the end things, the end fight and the end city looting, and goodbye.